COVID-19 is a virus that brings the world into chaos.
You or anyone in your household has one of those two symptoms.
И к вам, и представителям всех уровней власти.
1,132 known deaths.
Kaya nasa 20 na ang kabuang bilang ng mga kumpir.
కరోనా పుట్టినిల్లుగా ఆరోపణలు ఎదుర్కొంటున్న
lockdown, they removed barricades and staged a long.
It is the biggest pandemic in this century due to the fast infection and the severeness of the virus. The main target of the virus is lung, causing lung failure. Every country all around the world has set up a temporary field hospital to support the huge amount of infected people. With a huge number of patients, the hospital faced the situation of lacking medical equipment, including the ventilator, which plays an important role in treating the infected, and King's Mongkut University come into play. The Department of Biomedical Engineering has developed an emergency ventilator to help in field hospital that is lacking a ventilator. An E-ventilator or an emergency ventilator is a miniature size of the mechanical ventilator, easy for portable, small, and save a lot of space. Although the function of it is still could not cover all of the mechanical ventilator, but it has all the important functions that is able to use in the moderate case of the patient. For the coding, so first we will come to the Arduino Omega side, which will connect to the ventilator, and we'll do the whole process of moving and moving of the motor and gears. So first we will include the library to have Citron motor drive, software serial HX711.H, and simple command filter. And next part for this one that I highlight is the variable for the pressure sensors that it will connect to the Arduino Omega for the function of the assistant mode. Next is declare the motor driver of the pin of the motor driver. And next one is the limit switch that that will be placed in both sides of the gear, which will control the gear from exceeding turn exceeding to the unwanted angle, which will cause the damage to the ventilator. So we prevented that by putting a limit switch in both sides of the gear, and when the gear turn is to over the angle that we need, it will click, and then it will send a message to the Arduino Omega, and the Arduino Omega will turn the gear back to the opposite direction. And right here is a variable for the whole code that will be set, and this is a string for the data that will receive from the ESP to side that, and will convert it to the data that Andromeda can read. So now the voice setup. So then we set up the whole condition of the Arduino Maker. We set up serial pin serial begin 1 and 2 as the 9600 bandwidth, and we also set the scale begin, and pin mode is a limit switch. So in by time, X by time is a the message that receive. And out here, so we also then serial print the condition of the X by time and X by time. And out here is pin 13, which is the light. Next one, we go to the while loop. So then first we have to receive the package. Then we receive the package, we unpacking it, and then we read it. So if we read that the package from the ESP is went on, which is equal to 1, and if like the mode is not be on, if it equals 0, so then the ventilator will run on its normal condition, normal function. And if the mode is on and the ventilator is on, so it will run on the assistant mode. So that will result in the pin 13 lighting up, and we also can see that the pin 13 will light when we click the mode on. And then we also indicate the print out the assist mode to indicate us when it's on in the terminal. Or else, if it's not, so ventilator stop, which means like if the ventilator is if the function of the vent on is 0, so then the ventilator stop. As you can see, we have ventilator vent on 1 out here and 1 out here, which means that like if the ventilator is not be on, so it cannot run. And next is a function of the ventilator running. So it is a basic code for the moving the motor. So then if the ventilator is on, it should be running this code for over and over again. So then we set the speed of the motor to be 50 and 50. This is a we have to limit switch. So then we separate this is two while loop out here. So first is a max pin, which means like if the arm stretch out the maximum, so then it will hit the limit switch in the side of the maximum angle, and when it hit the limit switch, it will then send the message to the Andromeda, and Andromeda will run the message, send the message to the motor to turn in another way in the opposite direction, and then we'll come to this one. So when the this is 0 pin, which means that the arm will move backward and come closer. So after it stretch out, and then we have to close the arm. So from preventing the arm to close more than we want, so then we also have another limit switch for this. And so when you hit the limit switch, it will again motor will turn another way, and then it will expand the arm again. So this is go for a loop over and over again. Next one is avoid ventilator stop, which means like no motor moving. Okay, and the assistant mode ventilator. So then first we have to read the pressure sensor. So then we read, then first the scale is ready, so then we receive the scale that we wrong reading. It's a scale read, and then we read, and then we float the estimate value, so equal to simpler filter update is a reading. Okay, after it's read it, so then we serial print the estimate value of the sensor that is read. So then, and then we come to the function that, so if the estimate value is less than minus 2,800 280,000, so the ventilator will be on the run mode. But and also it will print the mode assist case to indicate us that this is the running ventilator when the pressure is at the specific pressure that we set out here. So when the motor runs, so this will be the indicators that this is the assist mode, or else the ventilator stop and print out the HX711 is not found. So this will indicate us that that there is like not enough pressure, or maybe the pressure that will be not enough pressure to run this assistant mode. Okay, next one is the this is a variable for the pressure sensors. So have inspire the BPM, I ratio, E ratio. Okay, let's come to the receiving package. Why receive package? So this receive package is we receive package, and then we read the data in the form of the string and character, and then so then we receive and read the data out here. So out here is the also the function of reading the data. So the data will come in a string of A, B, C, D, and G, and you have to convert this A, B, C, D like character into the information that will run on the Arduino Mega. And out here is the output variable for the function that has been passed from the ESP32 to the Arduino Mega. This is a receive function. So then we got here respiration rate is D1 data out here. This is a D1, and the TD tidal volume D2, went on is D3, and IE ratio is D4, and mode is mode data, and then we have this D2, D3, and mode also. And then so print, serial print each of the function that we read above to indicate as well at which value it is right now. And this is a case for the IE ratio. In the IE ratio, we will normally we will input the case for the ventilator. So we have in this situation we have 4 cases, and as you can see right here is the cases that we define. In the first case, inspire and expire time is 1 and 2, 1 for 2, and if in the second case inspire and expire time is 1 and 3, and in case 3 is 1 and 4, and in case 4 is 2 for 1. So we have 4 cases. So in each case it is the different timing for the closing and opening the arm. And right here is a serial print of BPM and respiration rate out here. And then lastly you have to read data again and delay for 10 milliseconds. Okay, and this is for the Adro Mega side. So in the first 4 lines of the code, so we define the link template token and the device name. Okay, and next one we will include the library. So we use Wi-Fi.h, Wi-Fi client.h, and Blink Simple ESP.h. And next is the bunch of variable that we declare. So before we go into the code of the function code, then we declare the variable up right here. And right here is we declare the widget terminal as the virtual pin 3, and then we also declare the blink timer as a timer. So first we have a void setup time. So it is disconnect to the virtual pin 2 and analog read of 32. So it will read the sensors and it will print in the terminal of the blink right here, as it will print the terminal in the terminal. And next one is the virtual pin 4, blink virtual pin 4. So we set this pin as on and off button of the ventilator. So we define this vent on is equal to param.a as int, and we will also connect to the digital write 2 of the pin 2, which is the LED of the ESP13 that on the board itself. So as we turn on the ventilator, click the button, so the light will also turn on, the blue light will also turn on, and the ventilator will also turn on. And we also print out the condition of the ventilator on and off. So if it's on, it's going to be 1, if it's off, it's going to be 0. And then we send package to the Arduino Mega. And virtual pin 5, right here we have the mode that will control the mode. So it will be assist mode or it will be normal mode. And also we also connect to the digital write of 15, which will also define if we connect to the LED or the light, it will light up as we set the mode is on or the mode is off. So right here we have also defined also print out the condition of the mode. So if it's a normal mode of the like a manual normal mode, it will be 0, and if the assistant mode, it will be 1. And then last we have to send the package to the Arduino Mega. And then we don't need this one, and then we're gonna go to next one. It's the virtual pin 1. In this whole function is for the IE ratio. So we will define the IE ratio of 1 to 4 as we define in the Arduino Mega in the case 1 to 4. We have 4 cases. So we set the ratio of the 4 case. So then we use the slider to select the case 1 to 4, and also we also print out the condition of the IE ratio as 1 to 3 or 4. And right here, lastly we have to send the package to the load omega. And in the V0, virtual pin 0 is the same as the IE ratio. The function and the code is the same, and it will receive the information from the Blink server. As we change the mode in the Blink application, it will receive to the server, and then it will send to the ESP32, and then the ESP32 will send the message to the Arduino Mega. And next one will is the void setup. So we will set all the is the debug console. We will set the setup in the Blink in the ESP32. So we use a serial begin, and we will indicate the bandwidth of the 9600, and then we use indicator pin mode 2 as the output, and then we serial to begin. So we use 2 serials, and we will also, this is the condition of the Blink. We have to indicate this one, Blink begin, as to begin the connection to the server, and set time interval right here. Okay, and so then we start the function. So we start the Blink for the code. Then we define the while loop out here, and then we Blink run. So they run the whole code over and over again, and also run the timer over and again. Lastly, we have the send package. Right here, we send a package of the different function as we define in the above right here. So then we will print out the A for the respiratory rate, and B for the tidal volume, and when on, IE ratio, and mode right here. So it will send as a letter to the Arduino Mega from the ESP32. It will send the package in the letter, and we will see in the next step when we are doing the real ventilator.